Should the father of the others be at the occupying forces headquarters and now and the others?
Yes, we can only hope that their dealings go well.
And if they don't?
The father says he plans to make a declaration of war to the occupying forces.
Hey, you people. Do you really plan to fight a war against the American army?
No. We lost last time. They're really fucking scary, dude. If the occupying forces break their promise, we're willing to do even that.
You really are the model soldier, aren't you? Pats him on the cheek. You're gonna die. Amanda's instinct, after making it through several tough spots as a leader of many women, told her that this deal wouldn't succeed easily. Needs a female touch. However, there were times that the desperate determination of men exceeded a woman's calculations.
Okay.
Sure. I hope you do exceed it, Caleb. After all, I'm betting on you. Damn, would be a shame if all this was for naught. Oh, hey, back to this. In front of the City 23 occupying forces headquarters, many cases of money were being carried out on a line of money transport trucks, surrounded by black cars. One by one, they were carried into a corner of the conference room. Nah, power move. You line it up on the fucking table. Butler's subordinates were opening them up and counting each and every stack of bills.
You certainly are cautious. Do I look like a man who'd try to fool you?
Yes. This is to check that we haven't been fooled, and also to check that you haven't been fooled.
Oh, you dare say that, do you?
One whole thing is just fake money. They're like a fucking 10 million short. The other day, he had executed some high-ranking members of his organization that had betrayed him. That incident might have reached Butler's ears.
Captain, we finished counting the bills.
There are no mistakes. There's exactly 50 million in here. 50 million, not 100 million?
Yeah, 50.
Caleb, looks like your second half is late in arriving here. If you're lacking in manpower, my subordinates could lend a hand.
No, this is all of it. All for today, that is.
And what does that mean?
We've shown our sincerity. Our point is that it's time for you to show yours. Next, we'd like to see you take action. Tangible action toward giving us the special offers window.
He keeps talking about this, and I don't even think it's actually that important. We did agree that such thing would happen after we prepared. You prepared 100 million, didn't we?
Butler, don't underestimate the Japanese so much. If you take action we can see, I'll take action you can see by bringing the rest of the money.
How do I know you have the rest of the money?
If you're asking for proof that we have the remainder, I can show you just you specially. Oh, no. Of course, you ought to be blindfolded and guided there.
No. You don't trust me at all, do you?
We're dealing on an even footing. Don't look down on me too much.
Yes, nothing screams even footing like blindfolding someone and transporting them somewhere.
Squints. Half.
Yes, they've only brought in 50 million. They say they'll pay the other half once we've shown some sort of action. I don't know, jerk off on a piece of paper and say it's action.
Wonder if he really has that other 50 million.
He isn't a man capable of bluffing like that. I think you can be sure he has it.
What do you think, gentlemen?
There's no need to panic, is there?
We'll probably have to give up the remaining 50 million, but it should be easy to pull in the other half.
Give up on the 50 million. Everyone, please don't take Caleb too lightly. It may only be half, but Caleb has already played his trump card. Please remember that we don't know what might happen if Caleb has made it in the least bit suspicious. Don't forget that the Japanese are a race who choose death over surrender, and who prefer to strike out an enemy even at the cost of their own lives, and they have no fucking honor and decide to blow themselves up even after they've lost. Really fucking classy people.
Even greed should be handled in moderation. However, going by what Butler says, we still qualify as overly greedy.
Oh no, that's just the secret to long life and success. Ha 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 ha. At any rate, Mr. Caleb has shown us a splendid performance. Our hearts have been sufficiently moved by his 50 million. Why don't we welcome him as our new partner? When the Director General slowly clapped his hands, it spread to the other officers and a light applause broke out. Captain, have you made arrangements for seeing our guest off? You'll give Mr. Caleb a fitting send-off for our new partner, won't you? Have no fear, I've already prepared an army honor guard to see him off. A pair of binoculars was locked down at the front of the occupying forces headquarters. Sniper, 3,000 yards off. Fucking take his hat off. An officer, one of Butler's subordinates, came into their field of vision. Then he kicked at the ground 3 times. We received the signal. We're go. Repeat, we are go. American snipers were posted on the rooftops and bell towers overlooking the front of the headquarters. Man, this thing should be way off. We should not be in the building right next to it. We need to be like 7 buildings over. Target has appeared, escorted by Captain Butler. Butler drops his glove. Shoot. Hold fire until you're certain. Check your windage. Take care. An ominous cloud covered the sun, and a slightly cold and strong wind was blowing. Oops, my glove dropped. When will we have your answer? I hear the higher-ups are rearranging matters with the families on the American mainland. It may only have been half, but they've gotten 50 million in cash. Things should move on to concrete action now. Listen up, Butler. We've shown our sincerity. You'd better return it with your own sincerity. If you give us anything else, I'll give it right back to you. Make sure you don't forget that. Don't threaten me. I'm just an underling in transition duty, right? Welcome back, Caleb. How was it? Shoot both of them. How many snipers do we have? We need like 8. Everyone. Actually, there would be way more than just one. We're waiting to see how they move, because it depends how they park. Because if you only had one person, they happen to park in like a fucking fucked up angle, you have no angle, you have to have multiple shots. This whole thing should be lined with them. Then someone, calls it out saying they have the best window. Isn't there a Japanese proverb about good news coming to those who sleep on it? Do you realize how hard Caleb worked to amass that 100 million? If you don't respond in kind, I'll feed you a sandwich made up of your own sliced up nose. Dang, sure sucks to be the translator. Everyone hates you, and your monthly salary doesn't go up at all. Those people don't think of us as rank-and-file soldiers as anything more than dogs. However, Butler, if the deal goes well, I'll have to thank you. When that happens, I'll let bygones be bygones, and we'll be friends. Can we be friends? We can. I'll give you some delicious drink when we do. Caleb held out his right hand for Butler to shake. At that moment, the wind suddenly died. Butler took off his glove and to respond with a handshake. That glove slipped from his hand and fell. Ah, yes! Oops, my apologies. Butler crouched down to pick up the glove he had dropped. The crisp sound of gunfire pierced the air. His head should already be fucking gone by that. There's no way the bullet doesn't hit before the sound. Tell me you got hit. Tell me. I'm so excited. Caleb? Oh, fuck! As time froze, Caleb slowly spun and fell. Die, bitch! Miguel reached his hand out towards him, but it didn't reach Caleb's hand. Another assassin's bullet shot forward, piercing a flag in the roof of the car. Fucking kill them all! Frozen time was smashed open, and Caleb's large body fell to the asphalt. Hit them all! Shoot them! Light them up! Caleb! Caleb! Get in the car, Miguel! It's a sniper! Where are you hit? Are you okay? Stop talking like a coward. It's just a scratchful. How? What fucking rifle did he use? That it's just a scratch. Oh, I'm excited. Damn it. Where are they shooting from? Are you kidding me?
Captain, are you alright?
Don't worry about me. The sniper's probably up on the roof. Capture him.
Yes, sir.
American troops blew their whistles and began running frantically. Caleb swayed, but Miguel pulled his hand and he tumbled into the car. Shoot the glass! Caleb, quickly! Keep shooting!
Damn it.
Go on ahead, it's a hitman. Looks like you've made enemies. Too many enemies, Caleb.
So long, Butler. We waited to hear from you.
He doesn't think it. Start the car quickly. Without even waiting for the door to close, the car holding Caleb dashed off, leaving a trail of white smoke. Hit the tires. What? You're bleeding. Yeah, he was shot.
Fool, you think I'd deal over and die for something like this?
The first shot had grazed scratched his shoulder, apparently digging a hole in his flesh. How? There was no wind. You dumb fuck. Who paid you? Blood splurted out, and though he acted tough, his face was twisted in pain. How did you miss? How did you miss? Who on earth did this? Another traitor in the family?
Or it could be the Chinatown's doing.
True. They're the only ones I can think of capable of something like this. If we joined up with the occupying forces, they would completely lose their advantage in City 23 after all.
Wait. Don't jump to conclusions. It may have been Lee or a traitor who took action. However, regardless who did it, there's only one person who could be behind it.
Madame Rose.
Rose is in touch with Lee. Butler also used to be Rose's backer. Richard got away with a large sum of money. It should be easy for him to buy people and create traitors. It wouldn't be impossible to use a stack of bills to cut away at the bosses who've lost respect for me.
True enough.
Chinatown, the occupying forces, and traitors. She's the only figurehead that can bring them all my enemies together.
Damn you, Rose.
This is what I get for letting her go free. Ugh.
Yes, I'm so happy. But I'm sad because he should have died.
Understood.
Yeah, get out of here.
Looks like we failed to finish him off. It's a darn shame.
What happened to the machine gun team?
I believe I told you to get ready, didn't I?
Well, the MPs thought their car was suspicious. Originally, 2 teams had been planned on for this mission to assassinate Caleb. I want to know how the fucking sniper missed, dude. If you miss with a sniper, usually you hit the center of mass, not like your shoulder. How do you fucking miss that? A sniper team on the roof and a machine gun team in a car, in case the first group failed. However, just before the plan was carried out, the MPs guarding the entrance to the headquarters thought the machine gun team's car looked suspicious, so they ordered them to leave. Great job. Of course, Butler's assassination squad was operating behind the scenes. The MPs guarding the door obviously didn't know about the plan. Piece of fucking shit. You... Why didn't you just, like, tell him, hey, don't worry about it? That man was the luck of the devil. Has the luck of the devil. We screwed up, but he didn't realize we were behind it, so we're safe. We'll have more chances to assassinate him. If anything, you probably should have had a car bomb, honestly. Or like something that'll actually just blow up the car. Like a rocket or something. Or in this case, like a mortar. Fuck it. Though that's really fucking crazy. Well, before that, I'll have to go play with those greedy geezers. Oh, speaking of the devil. The phone rang noisily. Butler threw his feet up onto the desk and stretched, leaving the phone be for the time being. I'll wait for it. Black cars from the Gale family raced through the city. Also, he should be like bleeding out heavily. Bundles of paper were thrown out of the window, scattering all over the city. A dreary wind blew them about the feet of the hesitant city dwellers. Their mimeographed What? Printed leaflets with something written on them. What the fuck kind of... Seeking contact with Rose. Wish to talk about Wayne and Claudia. No one's stupid enough to read that and be like, ah, naturally. Nice shot, Rose. I've gotten a lot better at hitting what I'm aiming at. Now I don't hit the other targets. Right now, how many rounds do you have left? Oh, so close. If you could have answered that immediately, you'd have graduated past the beginner level. Gotta count your shots, babe. It was still unknown whether this would be effective in a real battle. Counting your shots, yes. However, Rose's skill with the gun was increasing in leaps and bounds. That was clear to everyone watching. That's a training instructor for you. You teach him good. Maybe making it up on your own isn't enough. I'll have Leo teach me how to shoot too. Sure, I'll always welcome girls as pupils. Well, I think it's important to get ahead in the world, in a way that doesn't involve shooting guns. Unfortunately, we've already failed to get ahead in the world that way. Yeah, really. That happened like, I don't know, 2 months ago? True enough. Protect yourself by your own hands. I feel that it is a form of etiquette. As normal to carry around with you as a handkerchief. Etiquette sure has gotten scary these days. I think the age where women gain the favor of men by acting weak is over. Good. You said it. Women have to get stronger. Women can't survive by hiding behind someone and grabbing onto their legs anymore. I've been thinking that for a while now. Women have to get stronger in the future. My, it seems the Yamato Nadeshiko will be extinct before long. Women are using guns and men are getting good at serving tea. End of the world, do you think? Hey, I'm good at cooking and embroidery too. Making tea isn't my only talent. What other talents you got, buddy? Ha 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 ha. Well, everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. Pardon me for my intrusion. Lee, why don't you join us? I'd like to have a look at your skill with the gun. Lee's a first-class shooter too, you know. What does he shoot? There was a long time ago. These days, I can hardly hold anything heavier than chopsticks. What's wrong? Do you have something for us? Madame Rose, there's something I would like to talk to you about up top. Oh, what could it be? Leo tried to go with her, but Lee stopped him with his palm. Am I in the way? I would like to speak with Rose alone. They've been scattered throughout the city. Rose's eyes dug into the leaflet, her fist shaking. She had never forgotten that Wayne and Claudia had been taken hostage, not for a moment. Seeking contact. They're telling you to call the number written here. Would you mind if I borrowed your phone? This doesn't sound like a good idea. Go ahead. Leah lifted up the receiver and handed it to Rose. Though this is like before like phone tracking and shit. But you still can hear shit behind the scenes, like if you're really paying attention. And like context clue would figure it out. Especially if she has access to a phone. That already puts her in like an upper echelon of where she could be. Rose gulped, lifted up her head and took the receiver. Then she dialed the number on the leaflet. Hello? Who is it? Rose Haibara, you said you wanted me to contact you. So, I finally get to hear your voice. Fuck off. You really did it the other day. Should we take that as a declaration of war? I don't know what you're talking about. How long are you gonna play dumb? Well, enough of that. Listen carefully to what I'm about to say. If you don't, something terrible will happen to Wayne and Claudia. You understand, right? Are the two of them alright? It's up to you whether they come out of this alright or not, isn't it? I understand. So what should I do? At 10 o'clock tonight, come alone to Pier 7 in the Harbor District. She looked at the clock on Lee's desk. It was about an hour before 10. I can't get there in time, you piece of shit. If I do that, will you let them go? Yeah, after he, kills you. Ask Caleb that. I can't make any promises. 10. Tonight it is, then. I understand. And again, come alone, okay? Any little tricks won't do hostages any good, see? I understand. Well then, I've passed on the message. It'll be tonight. You said I should ask Caleb if he'll let them go or not. Will you let me meet with Caleb? If you really do come alone, I imagine Caleb will at least listen to what you have to say. Of course, if you have a problem with that, you don't have to come. I will definitely come alone. Please tell Caleb that. I like your resolve. Well then, bye-bye. When she set the receiver down, Lee took a map out of the drawer and laid it out. Pier number 7 would be here. What kind of place is it? It is positioned in the deepest part of the Caleb family's base area. A dangerous place, where even Chinatown cannot enter easily. It was the place they had called her out to. She didn't need anyone to tell her that it would be a dangerous location. Yeah, no shit. This is a trap. I don't need you to tell me that. However, I cannot abandon Wayne and Claudia to die. What do you plan to do? I think I'll obey him and come alone. It will be dangerous. I cannot guarantee that you will survive. I'm fully aware of that. However, those two were captured for my sake. I have to boldly take responsibility for that. The Caleb family is breaking apart at the seams. It seems he pushed too hard, and a lot of discontent and dissatisfaction is built up among his high-ranking subordinates. This is being held together by the force of Caleb's personal power. If Caleb were to die, the Caleb family could not avoid crumbling. What do you mean by that? There is a rumor that Caleb has gone into hiding to guard against assassination. I'm merely saying that I doubt it a bit whether he will really meet with you or not. No, I'm sure Caleb will meet with me. Even Rose knew well that Caleb was a violent, pushy person. However, she had felt that he also had a side of him that was honest to a fault. Even if she did end up dead, He would at least let her talk with him. Yeah, that will really help. Even if she did end up dead. Even Rose was a lady of the evening. She had a knack for sensing danger. This invitation was a death trap. If she went, she would certainly be killed. Rose, I know well that you are not a woman who could let those two die to preserve your own life. That's right. I couldn't bear to survive by letting someone else die. Even so, will you go? Yes. I swore to protect my friends and countrymen. If I leave those two to die, I'll basically be breaking my own oath. I have to take responsibility for the ideals I've raised as a dragon. There's no guarantee that they will keep their promise. That's right. So, I will put my life on the line and take responsibility in one more way. And what would that be? Rose didn't say it out loud, but Lee knew. He knew that she had one last thing she wanted to accomplish before abandoning her own life. If the Caleb family just loses Caleb, it will crumble. You just said so yourself, Lee. There are always a lot of bad people in City 23. However, until Caleb appeared, everyone was able to get by. True enough. If Caleb were to disappear, then it would become a chance for Harmony to return it to City 23. In that case, this is a fitting way for me to take responsibility for helping to bring this situation about. You said so yourself, Lee, that you would like us to take bold responsibility for the ideals you have announced as dragons. And you also taught us that we mustn't become pigs. We have to have a dragon's resolve to fix this broken world. Caleb also had a mission to fix the world. However, his way of doing things wasn't right. If I have a chance to correct that, I'll take it. Then I must become a dragon. Madame Rose, just now, you became a dragon. To tell the truth, I'd planned to keep you here and use you as a trump card of sorts. However, you are now a dragon who has received a heavenly mission. One such as myself could not hope to stop you once you've made up your mind. Lee took something out of his desk drawer and set a metal object on the table with a thunk. It was a gun. You already know how to use one of these, correct? Yes. The Harbor District is in the far corner of City 23 from Chinatown. It is nearly 10 already. You should probably hurry. Lee called for one of his underlings in Chinese and ordered him to get a car ready. Gonna pop someone. Thank you for your help, Lee. No matter what happens to me, please take care of Richard and the others. Of course. You need not worry. I'll be going now. Oh, that's right. Wait there, Rose. Take this with you. What is this? Is it a ring? You might call it a protective charm. As he said this, he took Rose's hand and put the ring on her finger. It was a dull gold-colored ring with an oriental design on it. However, the moment she felt it go around her ring, Rose sensed that it wasn't an ordinary ring. I got a magic ring! This ring is a protective charm. If you twist this bit, a needle comes out. When you twisted a part of the ring, a small thorn appeared towards the palm side. It is an injection needle. If you extend the needle and hit a foe, poison will be poured into them. A powerful poison with no antidote, passed down through the generations of my family. What the fuck? Anyone who is pierced will surely fall unconscious at once and die. Okay. It is possible that your gun will be taken from you. This device can only be used once, but perhaps you should carry it for personal defense. if she was only given a chance to shake Caleb's hand. Die, bitch! Slap him on the back. Though I doubt the needle's that big. Furthermore, on the off chance that something happens, that would bring shame to your body. You only have to pierce yourself with it. Thank you very much, Lee. I'm so glad you told me about dragons. I was sure I'd die someday. But thanks to you, I was able to find a way to die with meaning. To see my sense of justice through until the end, I will go. Madame Rose, if you can, please come back alive. You're indeed a person worthy of respect. She better come back alive. I like her. Rose bowed once more and then left at a quick pace. Eventually, she got into a car in the garage and raced down the street to the south. Lee watched this through the blinds.